Hey fam, it's Tams. Join us for some grilled pompano. What do we got? We got a pompano! Woo! Another one! Second fish. Come on. What is it? Oh, it's a big pompano.
Alright, so the first thing you're gonna do is gut and scale, and you can see down in the cavity there's a little layer of, I don't know what you call that, but there's like a bloodline in there. And we go ahead and scrape that out, and then we'll go ahead and scale it. And they have little tiny scales. I don't know what the heck this knife is, but it actually works good. Curved and it fits the fish pretty well. So go ahead and scale these up, and then we'll get to the next step.
Okay, so as he's cleaning the fish, we got a bunch of herbs, green onions from our garden. We got rosemary.
Also from our garden.
We got thyme, cilantro, got a bit of basil.
But whatever herbs you like. Alright, so we got it scaled out pretty well. The best meat on the pompano is actually right there, and there's a tiny bit of meat right on the cheek. It's not much, it's actually right there. That's the best meat on the pompano. But if you fillet it, you can get that head meat out, but a lot of it is lost. So what we'll do is come right behind the fin here, and you don't have to be exact with that, but something like that. We're just making sure those seasonings and butter and herbs get their flavor down in there. And so then we'll take and we'll go all the way to the head there, maybe about here. Slice all the way down, and we'll do one here too. Just get all that flavor down in there. All right. Let me clean up here and we'll show you the next step. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take some Everglades chicken and fish and go ahead and, you can actually tip it a little bit and get down in those cracks that's there. Get the seasoning all the way down in there. And you don't have to use a lot of, you can use a little bit of salt and pepper, but obviously this has salt in it and everything, so.
That's a good what do they call it? All-purpose seasoning?
It's like seasoning salt, but way better. Get it on the skin as well. That skin will taste good. And then we'll go ahead and put a little bit in there. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the fish basket out that we have. All right, so we'll spray it with some of this Pam grilling spray. And then we'll move it over here.
So this is a pretty neat basket that we found for grilling.
Yeah.
Perfect for grilling some fish.
And so what we'll do is you can take a little bit of each herb if you want and stuff it in that cavity. You can also put some garlic in there. We'll put a little rosemary. Whatever herbs you like. And then kind of same with the other side. You can kind of lay it down on there. Some oregano. That's the good thing about this basket is it holds your herbs in. Lay that on top of there. Whatever kind of herbs you like. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close this.
And then we're gonna go
outside. Ready to put it on the grill.
And put it on the grill.
All right, so we got our coals nice and hot. We're just gonna go ahead and put that on there and then put the lid on there. Alright, so now we're gonna make us a butter, garlic. We're gonna go ahead and throw some herbs in there that we had left over, just trying to get some flavor in the butter. But we're gonna brush this on our fish as it's grilling. Alright, so we have some green onions out of the garden. This is optional, but we're just gonna use it to garnish our fish once it's done. That'll be enough right there. Alright, so we already flipped it once. Our grill charcoal's pretty warm. But just watch for flare-ups as you're doing the butter. I try not to drip too much down in there. Keep it on the fish as much as possible. We'll move it back if we have to. We want to get that butter down in there in the meat. You wanted to. What I typically do is put more of the coals on one side so you can take it off the fire. But if you're using a regular gas grill, you can just put it on the other side. Turn the burners off on half of it and kind of just let that butter cook into there so it doesn't flare up as much. But we'll go ahead and let that cook with the lid on for a little bit. See, with this you can flip it without having to worry about all your fish falling apart. So what we're gonna do now is go ahead and butter this other side. So the only thing left for me to do is go ahead and take some lemon and squeeze it over that. And I think it's gonna be really good. And go ahead and garnish it with your green onions. And that's pretty much it. That's that little piece of meat I was telling you about. It's tiny, but it's kind of like on a triggerfish, you got the cheeks. That's like the best little piece on the pompano.
Thank you for joining us. Anyways, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and we are
out of here.